Hello everyone, happy Black History Month. Like I've said pretty much every week, hopefully you're listening to black music, watching black movies, visiting black museums, just immersing yourself in the culture of black people across the diaspora, I think that's the right word, from, black Americans to black British people to black Korean people, all kinds of stuff, y'all. Speaking of visiting black places, I am going to the African American Museum in DC next weekend. So I'm very excited. I haven't been in a few years, even though I've been multiple times. And I think they do have some new exhibits, but I'm not saying they don't really change a lot every time. But I still love it. So today, I said I was going to talk about a short film. And I'm going to talk about the short film Hair Love by Matthew Cherry. It's not just by him, but he's the main person. He wrote the story, but he's not the only director. But of course, he's the main guy pretty much. It was released August 14th, 2019. It's an animated short film. So it's like a cartoon short film. It follows the story of a man who must do his daughter's hair for the first time on his own. I don't want to spoil too much because it's only 6 minutes long. So I don't want to spoil too much. But there's a reason why he's the one doing her hair as opposed to like her mother or her grandmother or somebody else, It was directed by Matthew A. Cherry, Everett Downey Jr., and Bruce W. Smith. But like I said, most of the talk about it has been about Matthew A. Cherry. The cast is Issa Rae as Zuri's mother, an internet hair vlogger, and Matthew Cherry himself as Stephen, who is the father of the little girl. Her name is Zuri. And so I'm going to talk about my pros, my cons, and my overall opinion. I just want to talk about something that I find really weird about this, which of course in many conservative states, they banned the book version of this, which I don't understand why. It's just about a father doing his daughter's hair. But it's like everything black people do, they just want to ban it, which is just so terrible for me. And it's crazy how much racism has affected everybody's lives. College used to be free, but too many black people was gone, so now it's not free. They don't want to give universal health care because they don't want black people to have it, even though it would benefit them to have it. They don't want to teach about our history. They don't like our hair. They don't like anything. Okay? They just wanted us to be slaves and nothing else. Which I know many people have pointed this out, but ever since Barack Obama was president, it's like every progressive thing that black people have tried to do, the United States, the racist people of the United States, pretty much like the whole government has tried to undo. Because honestly, Democrats are not necessarily better. I'm sure, and it's hard to say because, of course, people go into politics wanting to help people, but the money corrupts, like everything. And then of course they're going to do things in their own best interest, even if they want to be an ally. So that's just my little 2 cents about that. I can't believe this book is banned, and it's crazy because in the short film they don't even really talk. So what are you upset about? Because they're weird, that's why. All right, let me go into my pros. So, like I said, even though, it's really simple, we're going to talk about my first pro is the story. It's really simple. Little girl sees her mom as a hair vlogger, so she wants to do her hair too. But she has, unfortunately, she's not able to do the style she wants, so she goes to her dad to have him help. And I love the simpleness of the story. It's straightforward. And it's a lot of things that dads especially probably go through, especially with black little girls, and with moms in general, of all races, ethnicities, nationalities, they do most of the work, okay? That's not up for debate. But I do think that, especially now, there are a lot, not saying that black men did not participate in raising their families, because, they wanted to say that no black dad has ever been in the house because, all these racists want to say that. But, being there and being involved are two different things. Because, you could be a couch dad. Really. You just on the couch or you scream from the couch, don't do that, don't do this. You're not really engaging with your family. So, but I do feel like a lot of black men now who are fathers are definitely more they're participating more in, cooking, cleaning, grooming of the children, interacting with the children, actually, trying to connect on that level. And I feel like this is a really great example of, of that, not just leaving everything to mom, but also, being involved and being connected. The characters, okay, there's only 3 characters in the short film. Uh, but they're all great. Zuri is so cute, She's a typical little girl. Got her cat, got her, she got all kind of things going on with her. She's an average little black girl. Of course, the dad is great, of course. The mom, I'm not going to spoil too much if you have never seen it. I feel like a lot of people probably seen it. It has like millions of views. So, I mean, hey, chances are you might have seen it. But maybe you will rewatch it after this. You should rewatch it. Because it's just so cute. I just love it. It's one of my favorite short films. Um, the other short films that are my favorite don't have black people, so I'm not going to mention them during our month. You know what I mean? But maybe I'll read them at some point. But yeah, it's just, it's just simple, straightforward, the characters are all lovable. They love each other. It's very cute. In the animation style, I like the animation style. Like the 2D animation. I think I said this during my Grinch movie reviews. I'm not saying 3D animation is terrible, okay? I'm not saying it's the worst thing ever, but sometimes it's not really my thing. So I really like this 2D animation style. I think it's like really cute. So the animation style is really great for me. And I have no cons about this movie. I mean, it's only 6 minutes long. Not really much to mess up. You know what I mean? I don't got no time. So here's my overall opinion. It's just such an important and sweet story. Like I said, they want to undo all of our progress and keep us down. But, we are resilient and we overcome a lot of things. We are still overcoming, which is just crazy to me. And we're still having a bunch of firsts. Why are there, I think even just last year too, the first black woman to do this, the first black woman to, why are they the first black people still doing stuff after over 400, 600, whatever hundreds of years, basically? Why is they still first for black people? It's just crazy to me. I love the simplicity and the relatability of it. I feel like as more black women and girls embrace their natural hair, the more stories like these will be necessary. Which the story I talked about, the short film I talked about on Wednesday actually deals with hair. I'm trying not to spoil too much, but it's like a big thing in that one. And it just shows like, what kind of impact we can have on each other when we're positive about ourselves, our hair, our skin, especially like physical attributes, because a lot of white people, that reminds me, somebody said that a lot of white people just see that you're black and nothing else. They don't see, I mean, of course they can discriminate against your hair, your certain complexion and stuff like that, but sometimes they just see that you're black. So that's why they get you confused with another black person, because they just see black. They see you got brown skin and that other person got brown skin. You could be two different skin tones. You could be taller than the other person. You could have colored contacts. They could have their natural eyes. There could be so many things different about you, but they will not notice, which is crazy. But let you tell a blonde girl she brunette, or it's really auburn, her hair color, or something silly like that. There's so many distinctions in. Oh, and especially when we still get punished for our hair, how it grows or how we choose to style it, which I don't think it's been resolved, but there was oh my gosh, I wish I can remember which state it was in. It was in a southern state, I'm pretty sure, though, of course. But it was a little black, teenage black boy is being punished because he has locks. In the school, even I think I can't remember if it's a principal or the mayor. I think it's the principal, put out a full page ad. So he bought an ad in the paper, the newspaper, to say, oh, he needs to conform to American standards. Okay, what standards are you talking about? Are you talking about European standards? Which, you're not even American, really. The Native Americans are the real Americans. But you want us to think that everybody needs to look like a blonde, blue-eyed person. Okay. Yeah. So they, even now, that's still something that happens a lot. I would definitely be checking out his series called Young Love. It's based off the short film. So it's based off the family from the short film. And it talks about their life, basically, over, I don't know how long. Maybe it's like I don't know how long a time period in their lives is supposed to be. But yeah, and I really would definitely watch that. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend watching it if you have not. Like I said, it's only 6 minutes long. So you can go and, after this video, you can go watch it and then just be happy because it's a great short film. It's so cute. And then you can just move on with your life. It's only 6 minutes, you know what I mean? So I decided to write an acrostic poem, and it's called H.A.I.R. Since it's a short film, I figured I'd do a short format. But I didn't want to do any other kind of format. I'll be honest with y'all, I've been a little lazy. I'm not gonna lie. But I thought it would be cute to do a acrostic poem called H.A.I.R. So here it is. How I look is not a mistake. I am beautiful just the way I am. Worthy just the way I am. Worthy and remarkable even if you choose not to see it. So yeah, we are worthy of respect, dignity, love, compensation, all kinds of good stuff, as long as you're a good person. But you should not be punished because of how you look, is what the moral of the story is. Just because you're black, you shouldn't get less money, or just because you're black, you shouldn't be more racially profiled. And of course, there's colorism, but that also comes from racism and the conquering and dividing that happened hundreds of years ago. So unfortunately, it's probably going to take hundreds of years to undo all of that as well, which is honestly really sad. It's like, now all these new black children are being born every year, and they got to go through with people hating them. And they've been hating them through generations and generations and generations. It's just so crazy to me. Just because someone's skin is different than yours, you don't like them. Crazy. But yeah, that's Hair Love, and those are my thoughts on it. If you've seen Hair Love, let me know what you think. If you watched the series Young Love, let me know if that's good, because I would definitely watch it and review it for the channel. I haven't reviewed a show in a while. I was actually going to review some Valentine Black sitcom episodes for this, but I never reviewed a short film, so I was like, let me do something different. And one last thing, I am going to make sure, because I said I was going to read the Color Purple book last month. Not that anybody's keeping track, I guess, but I definitely want to read it for Black History Month, so I'm going to have to push myself to make that next week's video. And then the last week of February is kind of weird because it's like February ends like on a, is it on a Thursday? Yeah, it is on a Thursday. So I'm like, should I just do one more Black History Month video? I feel like I probably will, because I mean, it's still technically Black History Month. So yeah, I'm just gonna see what I want to do. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy this video and you all are immersing yourself in Black culture. And I will see you all next week.